Time for the second level of this world. Which, oh, this world is actually a dingodile. Or this level is dingodile. Home cooking. Anyway, let's find out. Dingodile doesn't have anything to do with Cortex, by the way. He didn't show up in any cutscenes so far. He's just like kind of existing here, apparently. Was Dingodile in Crash 2? Or was that Crash 3? Oh, wow.
Oh, crikey, I'm starved.
I like that design.
Is that roadkill pie? Slug and centipede gumbo? Braised potatoes with guacamole? Well now, what have we got here?
Dingoes. Oh, that's Dingodile. That's not... That... Is it? I can't tell. Is this Dingodile? Who is Dingodile? The time trial for the last level was 4 minutes. That is way too much. Everyone is Dingodile. I am Dingodile. You are Dingodile. We're all Dingodile. Oh, we're playing as Dingodile! Okay. I didn't see that coming for a moment. Let's see his moveset. We have a double jump, we have a spin, and we have this. Whatever this is. So we... Oh! That's an interesting mechanic. But no, I need the TNT. Because it's satisfying to blow up shit. Okay, this is by far more interesting than the Torna gameplay. Maybe don't do... I realised I'm literally 1 frame too late. Maybe don't do that. Oh, that's even more satisfying. The bigger hitbox. Taking out that many... I missed a lot of boxes here, didn't I? How many boxes are there? 398! Sorry, what? How many boxes in one level? There's also a lot of boxes that you, like, might miss. If anybody wondering, by the way, Aku Aku seems to be just entirely dead. So I guess we're not getting any HP as Dingodile, because that would usually probably be Aku Aku, I imagine. Well, enjoy the next 40 minutes of this level. Is it going to be that bad? Because I feel like it's probably not going to be that bad since we... Never mind, we have Uka Uka. So Dingodile officially now a good guy, maybe? I feel like it's not going to be that bad because we're getting a lot of boxes very quickly. I mean, we're already at 100 boxes, see? We're getting a lot of boxes very quickly. So this seems dangerous to do. Yep, it was. Can you use the TNT to in spawn to break the metal boxes or no? I cannot test that anymore, but I'm going to assume no. Because metal boxes are usually just like fully unbreakable. Even with like, see these TNT crates, they don't blow up the metal crates either. So I'm assuming that the TNT barrels can't either. Oh, Hugo? I have to time this one, I'm guessing. Or do you? Maybe you don't. Is there a TNT barrel anywhere around here? That works. See? Intuitive. Kind of. kind of intuitive. Not very intuitive, but intuitive enough. Can I please... I can't jump on top of those. Makes sense, I guess. Give me that. Give me that. You know what? Just do it like this. How many boxes are we on so far? 128. And things are absolutely on fire around here. Surely there's something to be found in this direction. Is this... These are just optional boxes. Okay. I wasn't sure if this was the way I was supposed to go, or these were optional. That seems like a really difficult jump to make for... Exactly. A hidden gem! They still got it. I know these are different developers, it's not Naughty Dog, but they got the thing down where they give you a very small visual indication of where you're supposed to go, and that should be enough. That should be enough for you as a player to figure it out. And sometimes, for me, it's not. But that is because I didn't pay attention to the background. Not because the game didn't give me... Luckily, it's not... Look, there's a room full of nitro crates, so certainly there's the green jam to be found somewhere around here, right? So I just walked through the back wall because we didn't give that collision. That was stupid, Naughty Dog. I don't know if you're listening. I actually do know if you're listening. You're not. That was stupid to do. Toys for Bob, don't ever do that. Don't hurt us that way. Because that's not a secret. I don't know what it is, but it's not a secret. Surely. I guess I can't get that box anymore because I fucked over the TNT boxes. Unless I die. Or I get another TNT opportunity here. Which seems doubtful. These do not count as crates, do they? Surely they don't. That's gonna be a tricky one. Okay, so note taken about the Dingodile gameplay is do not use all the TNT or let all the TNT blow up before you know that you do not have to use it. Because that seemed to be an issue.
Noise.
Noise indeed. The amount of boxes you're getting in the Dingodile stages is very satisfying. And there's also an old nitro crate, so I'm assuming that we're getting somewhat close to death? I do not understand this game. Embryo is evil, Dingodile owns its own diner and goes to heaven. All of those are valid points. The honor optional boxes, Dingodile are without flamethrower is no good. Yeah, that is the one thing I am also wondering about is why do I suddenly have a vacuum rather than a... Sure, that works. Rather than a flamethrower. Because the flamethrower would be overpowered, maybe, as a gameplay mechanic, but I don't care, I just want to have fun. It's not like this is the main gameplay style anyway, and we're getting a gameplay style that's very satisfying in the amount of boxes we break anyway. So just give us the damn flamethrower. Okay, that works, I guess. That did not work. Never mind. I do not like the fact that... I mean, you can't see that on screen, but every time you do the hover, the controller rumble activates, which is just a bit too... Every time you use the vacuum in general, you get some... sorry, burps. You get some controller rumble, which is just... It gets old real quick. I don't like controller rumble mechanics generally. Okay, let's just get out of here. Especially if it happens every other fucking second like it does here. It just gets old real quick. We made it. And there we have the next checkpoint. This too seems to be a very lengthy level. Long levels does not equal, like... By and large, more content is a good thing. We have a TNT. We do not have a TNT barrel? That was a one-time TNT barrel. Okay, so I guess we can't get these boxes unless... You can. You fully can. I think I missed at least like 1 or 2 boxes. Oh, you can jump on top of the TNT, on top of the enemies to explode the enemies that way. That is a funny way of... Yeah, this one I'm not getting anyway. We get it, Dingodile, you're Australian. He dies because, when he falls into water, because he's a bad crocodile. He's very bad at being a... Wait, that does not blow up those That is bullshit. That is total utter bullshit. Let's not stand on top of that. I can just jump on top of these enemies. I forgot I could do that for a moment. I don't know how you forget that. But I just... I did it! What? You'll hear from my lawyer. I did not touch that. I have no way to prove that I didn't touch it. Because it looked like I touched him, but I didn't touch him. How do I know, you might ask? I just didn't. You just gotta believe. Again, I will point out that we are consistently dying. And yet we're gaining lives. Which makes no sense. Just because we're getting so many damn Wumpa fruits. The game really likes to give you Wumpa fruits. Have you ever played Super Mario Bros. 2? New Super Mario Bros. 2, I mean, for the 3DS? This is the Crash Bandicoot equivalent to that. Just don't give me a life every 100 Wumpas if you're going to give me this many Wumpas. It's really that easy. Because at this point, lives have no value at all. And I'm getting a lot of lives anyway. Like, aside from... Okay. Aside from the lives I get through getting 100 Wumpa Fruit, which is like a platforming staple at this point, getting 100 of the collectible like coin replacements, gives you a life. Aside from that, I also just get a lot of lives. Which... Those are exclusive to retro mode. The lives, because in modern mode, lives do not matter. You have infinite lives in modern mode. So, they could have just not given you as many, if any, life boxes, and that would have fixed the problem, like, a lot. I'm complaining about this game being too easy while also dying 10 to 20 times per level. I do realize that. I feel like that should have hit, but I also understand why it didn't. Suddenly this feels like Rayman 2, by the way. Okay, let's just run into there, apparently. As much as I'm dying, I do still appreciate this gameplay style being in here. It's not like I want the game specifically only to be this, but having this in here to change up the Crash Bandicoot gameplay, that looked awesome. Is a real nice touch. And this is what I would like to see in Crash 2 and 3, mostly, when they differentiate the gameplay styles. That is a real nice thing, but why the hell do they do it with such weird vehicle levels? This is a way better way to do it. And that I do appreciate. I think there's also some Cortex levels from what I've heard. And that gets me both excited and worried. From like a narrative perspective, because why is that Cortex levels? I know nobody gives a shit about the story of a Crash Bandicoot game, but still, it intrigues me. I think that's the right word, intrigue. I feel like we must be getting close to the... still 100 boxes left. To be fair, that's probably mostly just the Nitro boxes. And I did just get my third Wumpa Jam. So, I guess we're pretty close to the end here. You know what? I'll take that hit. Okay, there's another checkpoint, so we're not quite close enough to the end yet for us to be out of checkpoints. Never mind. They only threw you a checkpoint there because there's a lot of enemies around here towards the end which you all have to deal with. Oh, actually, hold on a moment. We need this.
How do you like them Wumpas?
He actually says, how do you like them Wumpas, rather than apples. That makes me happy. That makes me more happy than I can explain. So, we missed... is that a 7? Yeah, so we missed 26 boxes. And obviously we died way more than 3 times. But we got 3 gems, which is good enough for me.